this game started. Coming out with it, it's Payne. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Ballmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen again.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Touchdown! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Navy midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. To throw, it's Horvat. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Hutchison. Got room at the 35. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the option. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Dropping back, it's Carr. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Looking for room at the 40. There he goes! At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And here comes the Navy offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Might be changing the route. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Quick toss. Finds a little space. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Back to throw, it's Horvat. Got it in the middle, it's Kent. And that's a live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Here's the handoff. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice...
The ball's free. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Sends it back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's locked. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the...
There he goes! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on first and goal. That's going for the goal line. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee and... We'll start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football.
After the filthy move, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Hit as he throws. With the catch, it's Smith. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Navy will have to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll leave it with him. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Trying to get them outflanked on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Rushes on him. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught close to the marker. It's Pauly. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Scanning the field, it's Horvath. It's complete to the left. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Navy quick to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Motion from the back. The give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Navy will have to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And here comes the Navy offense. Got blown out in the 1st half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Makes the catch. It's Bryant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kent. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. To the air, it's Horvath. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snags it! And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fighting off the defender. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Now on the move. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Running with the fullback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short in the 1st. Navy will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Horvat. Plows through the defense. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Line getting set on second down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Now on the option.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the fourth quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. And man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the play. Now offense gets a chance, Jesse, to go cash this in.
Yeah, they got to pay this one off, too. They would love to be able to go out, be physical, and run this thing in, put a touchdown up on the board.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. And they'll take a knee. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough.
Turning it on. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game. When you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Quarterback on the keeper. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The midshipman got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to